Action Coach community. My name is Andrea Waltz, and I'm the co-author of this little book called Go for No. Yes is the destination. No is how you get there. And for the last 2 decades, I have been teaching people in virtually all businesses and industries how to think and feel differently when it comes to failure, rejection, and hearing the word no. And by doing that, enable people to sell better, serve more, and succeed. In other words, to achieve their goals and dreams, despite the fact that there's a lot of rejection out there. So let's talk about that. I want to share with you some core go for no philosophies, mindsets, and strategies in the time that we have together. So I want to start with the first thing, but before I get to that, let me back up and explain how I even came to be doing this. Because who wakes up and decides they're going to be an expert in failure and rejection? I certainly didn't think that I would be. I got a Bachelor of Science degree in criminal justice. I wanted to be a crime scene investigator and catch bad guys before it was even a thing, before there was a TV show about it. And or a lot of TV shows about it, actually. But unfortunately, there weren't a lot of jobs to go around in that particular profession. It was pretty hard to get into, and they told me that I could maybe intern for a few years for free, and then hopefully a spot would open up. But I was really interested in getting into the working world and making money, right? So that's exactly what I did. I had been working for a company named LensCrafters in the United States, big eyeglass retail chain, and they wanted to promote me into management. So that's what I did. I got promoted into management, and I soon became one of their youngest general managers in the company's history, running both the retail side of a business and also the laboratory side where we manufactured the glasses. And it was there that I met my co-author and now husband, Richard Fenton. And he told me this very simple go for no story. And it goes like this. Basically, well, let me back up again and say that the reason he was even telling me the story was Richard was one of the top trainers at LensCrafters. And one day he was in just visiting the store location and there to offer advice and to see how things were going. So we're standing on the sales floor of the store while he's telling me this story. And he admitted to me that he actually was never a really great salesperson when he started. He pretty much failed miserably. But he was hoping that at the job he was working at the time, which was selling suits for a living, that he could keep this job because he didn't want to lose it. If he lost his job, it would mean that he would have to go back home and admit to his family and friends that he failed after moving out to Los Angeles, California, to kind of set out on his own. So he really wanted to be successful, but he was failing miserably. So he was telling me about how one day he found out that the district manager, a guy by the name of Harold, was scheduled to visit the store, and that he was hoping that if he could impress this guy, that maybe they would give him some more time to improve his sales. So the store opens up. The first customer walks in and, as luck would have it, announces that he wants to buy an entire wardrobe of clothing. And Richard was the first salesman in that morning. So he was the one who got to help this customer. And he proceeded to have this great sale. He helped this guy buy a suit and a sport coat and shirts, slacks, tie, belt, underwear, pocket square. It was like this whole sale at this menswear clothing store. And it came to $1,100, which goes back quite a while now. So this would be like 5,000 US dollars today. And so it was a big sale. And Richard is thinking that his mentor, Harold, this district manager, would surely come over to congratulate him on this fabulous sale, but he doesn't. But finally, they end up standing side by side, and Harold kind of throws him a bone, and he says, "Hey, that was a nice sale." And Richard's like, "Yeah, did you see that? $1,100. And Harold said, "Yeah, Richard, that was a good sale. Do you mind if I ask you a question?" And Richard said, "Sure." And he said, "Out of curiosity, what did that customer say no to?" And it was a question that was baffling to Richard because he had just had this great sale.